Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, young king. This is Darryl Wayne Thomas Jr., also known as Coach D. And I am the executive director of the Size of a Man. This is episode number 1 of Real Talk Young King. Yeah, I said it. Real Talk Young King. Here it is. 2018, the beginning of the year. And I felt it necessary to talk to you about 2 things. The first is how we, as in the size of a man, came to be. Let me first say this. For me, growing up was less than perfect. Did you hear me? It was less than perfect. In fact, I was considered an at-risk kid. I was at risk of not succeeding in life. I was at risk of not going to college, let alone graduating from high school. I was at risk of not having a healthy family of my own. I was at risk of not being an involved father to my kids. I was at risk of getting a divorce. I was at risk of not making a positive difference in my community. But here I am, today. Here I am, standing before you today. What made me an at-risk kid, you might ask? That's a fair question. Well, the environments that I grew up in, my neighborhood and my family, and the circumstances that I was faced with, such as poverty, abuse, and addictions in my family. My mom and dad, they had split in an early age in my life. Split. Mother and father split up. So my little brother and I had to divide our time with our parents. We spent 2 weeks at our mom's house and then 2 weeks at our dad's house. And then some of the neighborhoods that we grew up in were poor, run-down neighborhoods. Drug infested and filled with crime. Are you guys catching what I'm saying? We were definitely poor. When I say poor, I'm not even joking, guys. We were poor. I grew up watching my dad abuse women and my mom abuse drugs. I lost my dad at an early age. I was 14 years old when my dad had died in my arms as a result of being stabbed by his girlfriend at the time. 14. So my brother and I, we were considered at-risk kids.